Picture this: you wake up every morning with big goals, with dreams that feel just within reach. You have plans to finally break through. But somehow weeks stretch into months, months stretch into years, and nothing changes. You watch friends climb the ladder, launch businesses, live their dreams, while you're still stuck, still thinking about it. You wonder, what do they have that I don't? Here's the truth nobody tells you: it's not talent, luck, or connections. There's one invisible force that quietly controls every choice you make, every risk you take, every dream you chase or abandon. That force is your mindset. And there's one mindset shift that separates those who break free from those who stay trapped forever. Most people carry an invisible prison inside their own heads. They whisper, "I'm just not the creative type. Success stories happen to other people. I missed my chance." Sound familiar? This isn't just negative thinking. Psychologists call it a fixed mindset, the belief that who you are right now is who you'll always be. This fixed mindset, it's a dream killer. It makes you dodge challenges because failure feels like proof you're not good enough. It keeps you small, stuck in safe zones, because big moves feel too risky. It makes you quit at the first struggle, thinking, if it doesn't come naturally, it must not be for me. But here's the twist that changes everything. What if I told you your abilities aren't set in stone? Every skill you admire in others, every talent that feels out of reach, is actually available to you. This is called a growth mindset, and it's the secret weapon behind every person who's ever achieved something extraordinary. Think about Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player ever cut from his high school team. That moment could have crushed him. A fixed mindset would have whispered, "Basketball isn't for me." But Jordan heard something different. He heard opportunity. He turned rejection into rocket fuel, trained harder than everyone else, pushed through every barrier, and became the athlete who redefined what's possible. Now imagine a broke single mother sitting alone in a cafe, scribbling stories on napkins because she couldn't afford proper paper. 12 publishers read her work and said, "No thanks." 12 rejections that could have ended it all. This was J.K. Rowling, and those no's could have been the period at the end of her story. But here's where the growth mindset shows its real power. Instead of hearing, "You're not good enough," she heard, "Not yet." Instead of seeing rejection as judgment, she saw it as information. What can I improve? How can I make this better? Where's the gap I need to bridge? Each rejection became a stepping stone. Each no became data for her next attempt. Today, the Harry Potter series has sold over 500 million copies worldwide. But the real magic wasn't just in her stories. It was in her refusal to let her current situation define her future potential. This is the invisible line between everyone who succeeds and everyone who stays stuck. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not luck. It's not who you know. It's how you interpret failure. Most people see failure as a verdict. I failed, therefore I am a failure. But people with a growth mindset see failure as feedback. I failed, therefore I learned something valuable. Here's the breakthrough: your brain is literally rewiring itself every single day. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. It proves that your intelligence, your skills, your abilities, they're not fixed. Every time you struggle with something new, every time you push through difficulty, your brain builds new pathways. You're literally building a stronger, more capable version of yourself. But here's the catch: your brain hates this process. It craves comfort, predictability, the familiar path. That's why breaking old habits feels impossible. That's why taking risks makes your heart race. That's why your inner voice screams, "Stay safe!" every time you try something new. Here's what successful people get. Every time you push through that resistance, every time you choose growth over comfort, you're rewiring your brain. You're becoming more resilient, more adaptable, more capable. You're literally training your mind like a muscle. So how do you make this shift real in your life? How do you break free from a fixed mindset and start using a growth mindset to transform everything? First strategy: flip failure into fuel. Most people treat failure like a judge handing down a final verdict. I failed. Case closed. Growth mindset people see it differently. They treat failure like a GPS recalculating. Okay, that route didn't work. Let's find a better one. When something goes wrong, Ask yourself 3 questions. What went sideways? What can I learn from this? How do I adjust and try again? This small shift turns every setback into a setup for a comeback. Second strategy, master the magic word, yet. Your brain loves to sell you stories about your limits. I'm terrible at networking. I don't get technology. I can't start my own business. Add one tiny word and everything changes. I'm terrible at networking yet. I don't get technology yet. I can't start my own business yet. That single word flips your mental programming from impossible to inevitable. Third strategy, take action before you feel ready. Here's the uncomfortable truth: see, you will never feel fully prepared, confident, or ready. Winners don't wait for confidence to show up. They take action to create it. Want to improve public speaking? Start recording yourself today. Want to learn a new skill? Begin with 10 minutes right now. The more you act despite feeling unprepared, the more capable you actually become. Here's the hidden superpower most people miss. When you develop a growth mindset in one area, it spreads like wildfire to everything else. Your career accelerates because you stop avoiding challenges and start chasing them. You volunteer for projects others shy away from. You ask for feedback instead of hiding from it. Every obstacle becomes a chance to show yourself just how capable you are. Your relationships transform because you stop fearing conflict and start seeing it as a chance to grow closer. When disagreements happen, instead of shutting down or getting defensive, you ask, "What can this teach me about myself? How can this make our connection stronger?" Your confidence doesn't just improve, it explodes. Why? Because every time you take a small, uncomfortable action, you prove to yourself that you're not stuck, not limited, and always growing. Here's the part most people never grasp. Your circumstances are just the starting line, not the finish line. 2 people can face the same challenges, same background, same obstacles, same resources. One will see those challenges as excuses. I can't succeed because of where I come from. The other will see them as fueled. I will succeed because of what I've overcome. The difference isn't their situation, it's how they interpret it. Do they see problems as walls or stepping stones? Do they believe their past defines their future, or their actions do? Here's the moment of truth. You now know the secret that separates those who break through from those who stay stuck. You understand that your brain can rewire itself, that failure is just feedback, and that growth happens in discomfort. The question isn't whether this works. The question is, will you use it? Are you going to keep telling yourself the same limiting stories that have kept you trapped? Or are you going to take control of your mindset and rewrite your entire future? The most successful people aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who refused to accept that their current reality was permanent. Your growth mindset journey starts with one simple decision. What's one challenge you've been avoiding that you're going to tackle head on? Drop a comment and share what you're committed to approaching differently. Let's build a community of people who choose growth over comfort, action over excuses. Thank you for taking this journey with me today. The mindset shift you've learned isn't just information, it's transformation waiting to happen. But it only works if you choose to apply it. And if this shift hit you like it should, smash that like button, subscribe for more life-changing content, and ring the notification bell. We're just getting started unlocking the unstoppable version of yourself. Your growth mindset journey starts with one simple decision. What's one challenge you've been avoiding that you're going to tackle head on? Drop a comment and share what you're committed to approaching differently. Let's build a community of people who choose growth over comfort, action over excuses. Thank you for joining me today. The mindset shift you've learned isn't just information. It's transformation waiting to happen. But it only works if you choose to apply it. If this shift hit you like it should, smash that like button, subscribe for more life-changing content, and ring the notification bell. We're just getting started unlocking the unstoppable version of yourself.